We're here today with Keith Coughlan, Managing Director of European Metals. Keith, thanks for your time.
No problem, David.
Can you tell us a little bit about European Metals?
Certainly, David. Well, European Metals owns the largest lithium resource in Europe. We also own one of the largest undeveloped tin resources in the world as well in the same project. But obviously the way the market is at the moment, and with this conference that we're at, lithium is the key metal that we're discussing today.
And how advanced is the project?
Well, we've almost completed a preliminary feasibility study that'll be concluded, I think, February, March of next year. We've been announcing various inputs into that study over the course of the last few months, and I think we'll roll straight into a DFS when that has been concluded early next year.
And have you received a lot of support for the project?
We have, yes, we have. It's interesting. Europe is fast becoming a very big driver for lithium demand, particularly out of Germany with their initiatives on electric vehicles and also power storage. And we've got a lot of traction actually in London and in Europe from investors. We've raised, most of the money we've raised over the last year and a half has been from those parts of the world. And it's just because it's a little different to the lithium stories that you're hearing out of Perth these days, which are mainly Western Australian, Pilbara based, spodumene con sort of stories. It's a different story that we have out there. We're not looking to sell a concentrate into China. We're looking to go the whole way, build a carbonate plant or a hydroxide plant, depending on how the numbers stack up, and actually end up producing final material, selling it into that European market.
And what are some of the milestones the company's been able to achieve already?
Well, as I say, a lot of what we've been doing this year has been a very large drill program as part of the PFS, to support the PFS. The resource is very large, as I mentioned, but the majority of it is inferred category. So we've been doing a lot of that drilling with a view to moving as much of that inferred resource into the indicated category. We're getting some really good results from the drilling. It's a big, well-known ore body, so there's a lot of historic data, and most of the drilling we're doing is really just confirming what that historic data tells us. So there's been over 80,000 metres of historic diamond drilling into the deposit by previous owners chasing tin, and there's over 20 kilometres of underground mine development already in place. So from a milestone point of view, it's really ticking those boxes, bringing the resource up the curve, up to the indicated category, solving the metallurgical process route that we will go with, and I think we'll be in a position to announce that over the course of the next couple of weeks. And those sort of factors that will all input into the finished PFS.
And some milestones investors should be looking forward over the next 3 to 6 months?
So we'll finish the PFS, that's the main one. Finish the PFS and move into the DFS, and that, I would imagine, is 3 to 4 months away. So that's the key. And a lot of the other milestones that we're looking at effectively feed into that. So there'll be a resource upgrade, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, which, as I say, will be more about moving a portion of the resource up the curve rather than defining any greater resource. There will be the metallurgical work through, and then some other key inputs on potential costs for the PFS. Some of the key things that you're looking at in the lithium sector at the moment are what can you actually produce a tonne of lithium carbonate or hydroxide for, and where do you fit in the cost curve from that point of view. We're very confident that Sinovac will be a low-cost producer, and largely that's to do with our byproduct credits, particularly the tin, but there's also tungsten, potash and a few other minor metals there as well.
Keith, thanks for your time.
No problem at all, thank you.